Hey guys, so as you may have noticed, I am in a completely different location now. This is not a regular condo. We've actually moved. Yeah, we are in our new place. This is actually a house. We moved from a condo to a house. I know I promised you guys if we were going to be house hunting, we would document the entire process. There's an explanation for that. We didn't buy the place. We're currently leasing it and we didn't really house hunt to purchase. By now, if you've watched my videos that have gone live over the course of the last week or so, you will know that I am pregnant and we're expecting our very first baby. So with the time crunch of being able to find a space for the baby, we ended up deciding on renting a house for the time being, just so we could have space for nursery, office, just space in general for the baby to grow in. And then that would allow us more time to be able to find the perfect house for us to buy. We didn't want to get rushed into buying a house right away that we didn't necessarily love, but just for the sake of having space. And because the housing market is absolutely insane in Toronto right now, we didn't want to be pushed in that direction. So we decided to give ourselves a little bit more time and to just rent a place for the meantime to be able to get the kid set up in here so that it has space to grow, we have space to grow, and then we'll have more time to buy a house down the road. Does this mean we're gonna continue renting for like the next year or so? Not necessarily. We're gonna continue to look for a home to buy. This is just a very temporary setup for the time being. But I'm just really glad that we finally are out of that tiny condo and into a full-size home that we can enjoy together. Don't worry though, I did take a full empty condo tour of our place right before we moved out, just so that I could show you guys what the whole setup looked like. I know that you guys had always asked for me to do like a full condo tour of everything just so you can see what it was like. I was just never comfortable doing that for security purposes because I didn't really want people to know exactly where we lived and the layout of the space per se. We've also gone ahead and done like a slight empty house tour of our new space here too, so you can kind of see what it looks like before everything is set up, that we guys have a rough idea as to how our place looks and the size wise, the sheer size compared to our condo. This is like double the space of the regular condo. I'm in our new office now. Peter and I now share space. We have a whole room just to ourselves to do work in and to store all of my products and equipment, so I'm really happy about that. We now also have like a nursery for the baby and a master bedroom, but more on that in the empty house tour in another video. This one is supposed to be an empty condo tour video. So I'm gonna take you along with us to show you on our very last day of our condo when we had the keys right before we had to return it to our landlord, and to show you what it looks like. It was a wonderful time that we stayed there for 5 years. I still don't know how we survived doing 5 years in such a small cramped space and going through the entire quarantine and lockdown situation of the pandemic last year. It's mind-boggling to me that we actually lasted there that long. And I think that really pushed us to look for a bigger space in general because we got so fed up with such a small space and being confined in there for so long. So in between that and the baby, it just kind of fast-tracked us to get a house. I know lots of exciting new changes. I did tell you guys that we have lots of updates for you guys, so this is another one along this slew of baby between traveling again for the very first time internationally, traveling while pregnant. That's gonna be interesting. Being pregnant and then moving into a brand new house. So you guys are all essentially caught up now, and then over the course of the next few weeks, we'll slowly start sharing more details on everything. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this empty condo tour and our last day in Toronto. Oh yes, update. We've actually moved out from Toronto and into Hamilton just because the housing market here is just a little bit more affordable. Even renting a house in Toronto is absolutely nuts. And I think we were ready for some change, for some peace and quiet. Hamilton reminds me a lot of Ottawa, where we both grew up. We have a backyard now. There's birds, parks, trees nearby, lots of nature and trails. And I think it's gonna be a great place for us to have our first baby and to kind of like start raising our family. Who knows? Eventually, maybe we will move back to Toronto. That is my goal one day, to slowly move back closer to Toronto once we have the money to be able to afford a house there, because real estate is ridiculous. And I don't think it would make sense, nor would it be smart for us to purchase our very first home there. I think space and size right now is more of a priority than a specific location, and we're so close to family that we have here as well too. So it's been great so far. But before I keep blabbering, let's just jump right into the empty condo tour. Today's the day, guys. We're saying goodbye to Toronto, goodbye to this condo, and calling Hamilton our brand new home. I'm so sad. We've been here for the past, this unit, 5 years, in this building, 6 years. And I know you guys have always asked us to do like a condo tour. And I've always said no, primarily because one, security purposes, I just kind of like don't like people knowing the layout of the place and like where it is exactly when we're living here. And also just B, because it was so small, we had so much stuff crammed into here that I just never really felt comfortable showing everything because it was always a mess. I know everybody's house is a mess, but yeah.
It was another level.
It was a whole other level. It was the 2 of us and a dog in a 660 square foot condo, so quite tight. But I'm very happy now since we've upgraded to a house that's double the amount of space. So let's see how long it takes for us to fill that up.
No.
No, we're not going to fill it up, but it will get filled up slowly with all of our stuff and baby stuff. So yeah, I am going to show you an empty condo tour of the whole place. You guys can get a rough idea of what it looks like. And yeah, like I said, it's empty now because we fully emptied out the place.
Woo!
We're literally about to give the keys back to our landlord in about an hour. She's gonna be here, gonna hand it off, and then say sayonara to this era. This is an end of an era. I'm sad. I'm a little sad. You sad?
Good riddance.
I felt like we found ourselves here. Like we really found ourselves.
Yeah.
And settled, and kind of like became the adults that we are. But
yeah, and then we found a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we found a lot of
stuff. And kept finding more stuff.
And we created our own thing now, which is the baby. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a quick tour of the space, and then we're gonna say bye-bye to our beautiful first like home here in Toronto. We've stayed in a couple other places, but they've never felt like home until now. So I'm home inside. Okay, let's do this tour. All right, guys. So if it's echoey, it's because there's no furniture, so there's no like noise cancellation going on. This is our main entryway when you first walk in. Everything is nice and white. That's what I really loved about this place. It was the light colored floors, and then also like all the white walls. It just made it really bright and airy. But then when we started filling stuff up, it just got dark. So we swing right over here. This is our kind of like storage closet, quote unquote, washing machine. I have really grown to love these stackable front loading machines. Our new place has top loading stuff, and I mean, it's great, but I just don't love it. I love like I like side loading instead of top loading. So, you know, maybe one day when we buy our house, we can switch back to like front load machines. But yeah, this is our storage closet. We used to have this jam-packed full of, you can see scratches on the wall here. Although I was repainting the place before the new tenant moves in. We had like a huge wire rack full of just like food and supplies and like tech. And then we just had like a bunch of like boxes in here.
My shoe rack used to be here. This used to eat up like a foot of space.
It was like this tall with shoes, all of Peter's shoes.
No, like half of my shoes.
No, yeah, but it was like all your shoes that was in here, none of my shoes. Correct.
Your shoes were stored separately.
I did. They were in the bedroom. I'll show you guys that is in a bit. So we come back out. On the other side of the storage closet was our actual coat closet. So nice and tall as well. We had all of our winter coats here because that's all that really fit. And up here was just a bunch of like pillows and blankets whenever we had guests over. Mainly that was my parents that ever really stayed over. And then yeah, Rosa stayed over a couple of times, so that's about it. And then
all the time.
Oh, well, not all the time.
All the time. Rosa was always here for like 2 years.
Winter boots and everything down here. Spinning around this way. This was my den. There are no lights in here right now because there are no lights screwed into any of the ceiling fixtures. I had a lamp when I was working in here. And this is where I would edit all of my videos, do all of my work, take all of my calls in this little tiny room. Oh, and then I had the past closet systems. You guys need to remember those. They were all along here. I had 2 of them side by side, and then my Muji shelves here for product storage. Desk was in the back here, and then over here I had like more shelving units for like camera gear and equipment. It was quite tight when I had everything into here, but now it feels a lot bigger since we've cleared everything out. So swinging back into the main area, as you can see, like the lighting changes quite a bit. So this is kind of like the main hallway. We never really had a hallway, and I kind of like that for open concept because it just made it really easy for us to just have everything out in the open. We had the console table here with the mirror set up that we just throw our keys onto, and it goes stool if anybody wanted to like sit and put on their shoes. Now I need to sit in the stool for my shoes because I can't really bend over anymore. This is our beautiful island that was also always full of product. This is the emptiest I've seen it in probably like...
And it's not even empty.
Forever. No, it's not empty. This is just stuff we have to bring back right now. This is our kitchen. Welcome to our beautiful kitchen. So one of the main reasons we picked this place was because we stayed at a unit prior to this, also in the same building, and it had really dark finishes. I think they had like gray countertops and also gray cabinets. It just made the space feel super, super dark. And if you can tell, our space is really long, so towards like the back of the area, it was always really, really dark in here, which was why we wanted light, open, airy finishes, and we really liked the finishes of this place, so it was great. Not the most cabinetry. The new house now has like a ton, which Peter's happy about.
Yep.
There's so much more counter space for appliances because I said no to all the appliances he wanted for the past 5 years.
Rude.
But now you can get it. You can get your Instant Pot, your rice cooker, an air fryer, a Vitamix. I don't know what else we wanted.
I don't care about half those things.
You wanted the Instant Pot.
Yeah, I want an Instant Pot and a rice cooker. Is that so hard to ask for, a rice cooker? Come on, man.
For the last like 5-6 years, we've just been cooking rice on the glass top stove.
Shouts to you if you know how to cook rice on a stove.
It is a skill to
Yes.
develop, but I would love to have a rice cooker instead because it makes rice perfect every single time.
I perfected it though, I'm just saying.
You did do a really good job. One thing I want to point out that was fantastic about this place was the soft shut on everything. Like look, it makes no noise. I can slam cabinets at 2 a.m. in the morning and Peter will not hear me if he's sleeping.
Not anymore.
One thing I will not miss are the motorcycles and cars revving outside our window at 2 a.m. in the morning, like you guys may have just heard, because it's not great. Living on King Street here is quite loud. This is our miniature fridge and miniature freezer. I don't know if I ever told you guys, but we could never fit a frozen pizza in here, which was frustrating to say the least. Whenever we wanted to buy Delissio from the grocery store, we'd have to essentially buy one, bring it home and cook it that night when they had sales for like $4 or $5. Couldn't do it because it wouldn't fit in here. Show you guys, this was tiny. And as far as these drawers come out, there's no space for a pizza in here. Like this is my hand. If you guys know how big a frozen pizza is, it doesn't fit in this. So shouts to finally having full-size appliances. And then over here is our living room, family room, chill area type of thing. We had the couch over here, some plants here, Peter's little office area here, this desk. You may have seen him hard at work here in the background of my videos. And then over here was the TV with the console and the bookshelves. This is kind of where we just had our entertainment unit. And yeah, I took up the whole wall. This wall seems huge now that we don't have it. I feel like we didn't have that much of our suite. Okay, moving over to this side, this is where I put my full-length IKEA mirror. This was phenomenal. I could check out my outfits every single day, take photos, style my outfits, and create whatever I wanted to wear each day, which was great. I liked it because it fit it perfectly. It was like the great size nook for it. And now we have to figure out where we're going to put the brand new mirror in the house because I have no idea where to place it. So coming in this way is the bedroom, the one and only. We had a 1-bedroom and den, and I cannot believe we survived the past 5 years in this tiny space. But this is the bedroom. It has, well, not floor-to-ceiling windows, but pretty big windows. And that's what I kind of like about this building, that it lets in so much light because the units themselves are quite dark in the daytime. Granted, it's not the sunniest today, and there's a decent amount of light in. On a cloudy kind of day though, it's not the best. But I love being able to wake up with sunlight, so it's great when we're lying here. I woke up first thing in the morning and it was like sun on my face. It was felt really nice. This did fit a queen bed, which we had, and 2 side tables and a bunch of stuff. All the bed stuff was along that wall. So we had like a side table, bed, and another side table, and then along this wall back here was more closets. So I had one fabric closet here, my shoe rack, if you guys remember the little black one, and then another fabric closet right here, and then behind here was a little shoe shelf that was kind of hidden for Peter to put his shoes and his hats. We never really showed that because it was so small and like tucked away in the corner, and this door was always just kind of like open blocking it. But this is Peter's walk-in closet. I gave him the walk-in closet because there was no point me even bothering to try to put my stuff in here. Like to show you how small this is.
Yeah,
my
not
stuff
much.
wouldn't have fit in here. Even Peter's stuff didn't fully fit in here, but he had less clothes than I did, so it just made sense for him to start putting things in here. I hated this though, this was annoying.
I didn't mind it.
It was always in the way. I wish
I'd put it to use.
Corner.
Nah.
And again, there are no light fixtures in here, so these switches don't work. We had to plug everything into the wall, which is why there was never much lighting at nighttime, and I never took a lot of photos in the bedroom at night. But now our new bedroom has some light fixtures, so life is great. And then swinging back up over to here is our lovely bathroom. Hello. So this is a tiny bathroom that we shared. Sink, cabinet. I really like this mirror because it's huge and it has storage. I actually really like how big this mirror is. That's the one gripe about the mirrors in the new house, is that they're quite small, so you can't see everything. But here I can almost see like my whole outfit when I look in it, which is fantastic. Toilet, I don't know what else to say, and shower. Very clean and simple, nothing crazy. I like how all the finishes are very minor and it's just spacious. Wasn't the biggest bathroom, but we made do. It is nice now though that we have 2 bathrooms, so we don't have to like take turns and plan who wants to use a bathroom at what time of the day. And yeah, that's essentially
balcony.
It. Oh, the balcony, you guys didn't see that
That
yet.
was one of the best parts about this place.
I don't know if you would call that the best
I said
part,
one of.
but it's quite great. So we actually quite a spacious balcony for Toronto standards. If you guys look straight over there, we have a view of the CN Tower in the distance.
Wow, look at that thing.
And I can kind of like finally show you guys exactly where we live. You can people watch down here. That's what we always did. We
Look, a
would
dog.
creep on the people in the building across from us, and then on the streets. We live like right on King Street, as I mentioned. So it was always really,
Ooh, a Home Depot van.
really busy. Yeah.
Show us the Home Depot.
We've been driving that for the past day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then yeah, this is the rest of our balcony. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, then you'll know that all of my haul videos are filmed out here when I do the outfits. This is, let me show you guys. Do you remember this? You walking like this, and then showing you the outfits, turning.
Okay,
Yeah.
relax.
Where I filmed all the outfits for the haul, so that was great. I will miss that. I haven't figured out where in the house I want to film my outfits yet, so that'll be a tough decision to make once we get settled in. But this is the overall balcony. It was quite large. I have very fun memories of us sitting out here at nighttime doing like date night in the summer, cooking dinner together, especially last year during summer lockdown when we couldn't do anything. We had a great many date nights at here in the balcony. It was lovely. So that is it for empty condo tour. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of like watching our empty condo tour. I can finally show it to you guys to show you what the layout looks like. It wasn't the biggest, it also wasn't the smallest, because I know there are tons of tinier condos in Toronto, but we made do, and I actually cannot believe we survived the pandemic lockdown last year, the past year and a half. We've lived here for 5 years.
Got married?
Yeah, we got married, not in here, but like
Oh, we got
married
married
while living here. You proposed to me in here.
Yeah.
I have very fond memories of the bedroom in there where he spelled out marrying.
Oh yeah.
Insert photo here, if you guys remember that. So many amazing memories here that we made, and I'm kind of sad to be like out of the place, but I know we need to move on. We need to find a bigger space, and we have, and we're definitely gonna make more memories there, and more memories down the road once we buy a house. This does not mean we're not buying a house right now, but we were just in kind of like a rush to get a bigger space because, as you guys know, baby, we need a nursery for that. So we'll keep you guys updated as we continue to house hunt and let you know the progress on that. Who knows? We might not stay at the current house for a full year, which is what our lease is for right now. We might just find a house and then move out again.
Yay,
So we'll do
moving.
the moving process.
Woo!
But
Love moving.
that is our empty condo tour. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you relived all the wonderful memories with me as I walked you through this place. Really sad to let it go, but that is the end of this chapter, and we are beginning a new one. Just as excited for that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.